Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. Today I'm going to be continuing my audit, if you will, of chargers in Maryland. This time I'm going to Western Maryland, going to the furthest point west, and then working my way backwards to see how things are going in Maryland. Let's get into it. Alright everyone, so by now you've probably seen my first video where I go around and check all of the chargers in my county. The results were not terrible, but they also weren't good. Now I'm going to be making my way out west and doing all of the western counties of Maryland. Now why am I doing this? Kyle Connor put out this thing that he was going to start going around and checking all of the chargers in Colorado before year's end, and then Lonnie Hartman, Plug-in Sites, he got the crazy idea to do that in Maryland. We have a little group of people in Maryland where we advocate for charging infrastructure, and so our team has been working on going around Maryland and checking out chargers, and today I'm doing a little bit more of my share of that. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to flip the camera around, show you everywhere I'm going to go today, and then get on the road. All right, so here's the map. We're going to start out. I think I'm actually going to go down here to McHenry, I believe it's called Mount Henry. See, everybody, I'm actually learning about parts of Maryland I didn't know. McHenry, I was right. So, so we're going to start at McHenry, and then we're going to work our way up to Friendsville, or vice versa. I'll decide, because it doesn't matter, basically. Then the Potomac, Edison, and Frostburg. I keep clicking that, sorry. And then, there we go. Sheets over here in between Frostburg. I guess this is the LaVale one, or not exactly sure. A Thomas Subaru Hyundai. Another sheet in Cumberland. Potomac, Edison, Canal Place, that's in Cumberland as well. Potomac, Edison, Rocky Gap, Oak Barrel Cafe. Here we go, over in Hancock. We got the Joseph Hancock Park and Western Maryland Rail Trail. I've been there before. The Big Pool Exxon. This is that FreeWire unit, so I'm interested to see how that's going. This is an abandoned BP, but I'm gonna stop there anyways, because to highlight that. I got some other chargers here, heading towards Hagerstown. Then we're in Hagerstown. Got a couple. One of them's actually a Rivian, so I can't charge there, but I'm gonna at least see if they're operational. A bunch in Hagerstown, Myersville, working our way back, and then a couple in Frederick. So that is the plan. Sorry, I don't know Western Maryland very well, so this will be a fun little trip for me to explore parts of Maryland I don't know super well. Like I know Cumberland and Hagerstown and Hancock and Frostburg and all that, but I don't know some of these small little towns. So this will be a fun little journey. So I'm gonna get on the road here, probably get a coffee somewhere along the way, and then I'll catch up with you all. Got my coffee. We're heading to Hagerstown, Electrify America. There are some stops in Hagerstown I need to go to for the purposes of this video. However, I am just gonna go to Electrify America. Someone already did that one, that's why I don't need to do that one. But I'm gonna go there so I can get a quick charge, because most of the chargers I'm gonna be dealing with today are 62.5 kilowatt charge point units. That's why when I get a quick charge there, then I'll head out to McHenry. One is a charge point, and then the other is a Tesla supercharger. And then at the Tesla supercharger, I'll get another pretty big charge, and then I'll just hop and I'll get 5 or 10% here, 5 or 10% there, and I'll be able to make it back. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's get on the road. All right, we've made it to Walmart where we're gonna charge some old units. Look at these. Relics. Anyways, it says need to charge at least 64%. I'm gonna plug in, run into Walmart, use the restroom, check the Hot Wheels, and then we'll get on our way. All right, everyone, before I head in, I want to share the charge speed. The screen is actually so laggy, I can't even see. Oh, it just finally popped up. We're getting 108 kilowatts. My battery could be cold. I'll actually check, or this could be a D-rated charger, but it's working, and 106 kilowatts is better than nothing. That would indicate to me I'm getting 350 amps. So very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and check the OBD data. So I did check the battery is cold. It's about 15 degrees. So I guess this is not the end of the world, and it could potentially be, the charger could be okay. So I probably should have preconditioned, but I didn't even think about it. So although, you know, now I think about it, the car was navigating here, and I don't remember the preconditioning ever coming on, which is interesting because it usually does. So I wonder why that happened. Huh, whatever. Anyway, it's gonna go ahead and run inside and then move on with the trip. We only need to get up to, I think it's at 67%. So we're about 27% away. All right, we're charged up to 62%. It says if we leave now, we'll get there 12%, which is great. I have made a decision that I'm gonna pop over, like it's literally right there, to one of the chargers in Hagerstown I have to check out later. So I'll go check that one out now. Mark that off my list of 24 that I've got to get done today. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, everybody, we're here at EVgo. We got Reed here. We got a Bolt charging, so that's good news. It's not good news is this is like tangled. Ugh, there we go. All right, cool. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. This is going well. One hand in this right now. Always my favorite. Well, I'm really spoiled with Tesla nowadays, being honest. All right, hope you all enjoyed all that footage. I have plug-in charge, so this should just work automatically. Let's see how that goes. Or maybe the old ones don't do plug-in charge. Start. Oh, well, let me go. Oh, there it is. It just took a little bit. It had to think. It had to think. All right. Preparing. Let's hop in. Heard the connector lock in. And we are charging. There we go. 37 kilowatts. That's about what I would expect from a 50 kilowatt unit. Good to know. Screen, very operational. Look at that. Looking nice, actually. Maybe this screen's been replaced. So that's good. They've at least been servicing them. Yeah. So good site here. Everything seems to be working. I think this guy's charging over here. I don't want to go bother him or his screen, but it appears like he's getting a successful charge because the green light on his dash is blinking. So that's good. All right, now we're gonna get back on the road. It says we'll arrive with 18% state of charge when we get to the furthest west I'm gonna go here in Maryland. All right, everyone, we've made it here to the charge point in like around the Deep Creek Lake area. Oh, looks like it is operational. There's an EV6 that's charging on the other one. I'm gonna go ahead, tap, and plug in. All right, I plugged in, I tapped. It says charging, waiting for everything to spin up here. There it is. Got the beep and got the ding. And 21 kilowatts. Ugh, yikes. Interesting. We should be getting a little bit more, but we're not. It is what it is. I'm gonna go in, check out this visitor center for Garrett County, and then I'll be back and we'll head to the Tesla to get faster speeds. All right, I have gone ahead and logged everything. I'm gonna unplug and then head over to the supercharger. When I did unplug the, what was it? It was an EV6, the charging jumped back up. So definitely power sharing, which I know you do on those units. And they went from 40, actually they were at 60 and then they bumped up to 90-ish, I think I saw. So and they were pretty high in their state of charge. So. All right, just popping over here real quick to test the supercharger where I'm gonna get a substantial charge. And then we'll continue on our trek here. And I do have to review this one, so I'll have some things to do while I'm charging. We are charging here, so as expected, the Tesla superchargers are working well. We're at 18%, getting 144 kilowatts, about as good as we could expect here. It was really funny. When I came in, there's a Tesla Cybertruck over there, and I like whipped in, and I have to park over the line at this site because it just is what it is. And he was like staring over at me. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, dude. But anyways, charging up. I already put it into the spreadsheet. I'm gonna hop out and take a picture and then do everything on Plugshare. Still having a great charge session here. Put in our next spot, which is up in Friendsville. Says we'll arrive there now with 29%, but I'm gonna charge up a little bit more. We are gonna stop at a supercharger in Cumberland, and I'll probably grab lunch in Cumberland as well. So, you know, no need to charge too high. Maybe I'll wait till it says, I don't know, 40%. Maybe I'll do 40%, maybe 50. Let's do 50. We are at 50% state of charge, still getting 117 kilowatt hours. Charge complete. I forgot I actually said that. That's funny. I'm gonna put that back to 80%. I had set it to 50%, so I knew the time. I know. All right, cool. And there we are. Before we go, everyone, I wanted to note, so here we're at 50%. It says we have 138 miles of range left. So if you double that, that's 276, which is less than 319, like it shows at 100% state of charge. So I think that's very interesting. I've never noticed it before, but I guess closer to the top, it it goes off EPA, and then once you get maybe below a certain state of charge, it changes to actual. Because usually, and you all can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but if you have an Equinox, but my observation has been it stays EPA all the time, but I'm cool that it's adjusted now, because that's nice to know. Oh, actually I have 138 when I'm driving at in those hills and with a 20-mile-an-hour headwind, because yeah, the headwind was terrible. But anyways, we're gonna get back on the road and head up to Friendsville. We have made it here, everybody. Here they are, the charge point. Again, Potomac Edison. 9.9 miles, 6.6 mile per kilowatt hour efficiency. So we left at 50% and we got here at 50%. Look at that. It's just fun when you're in a mountainous kind of area and your whole route is downhill. But all right, so let's go ahead and plug in and see if this bad boy's working. We are charging and getting exactly what I would expect. 46 kilowatts here on the 62.5. Just remember the Equinox has really low pack voltage, so we'll never get advertised, but there we are. So good station. There's like a little bit of mud over here, which wasn't great, but you know, not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and log everything in and then get on with the trip. Everything is logged, so now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is stop the charge, get out of the car, and then get on our way. Now we're going to Frostburg, Maryland, to another Potomac Edison charge point unit. What do you know? We have made it to another wonderful charge point unit, brought to you in part by Potomac Edison. So 62.5, let's go ahead and plug in. Looks pretty good. Like a back of a parking garage. All plugged in, everyone. Waiting for it to ramp up here. You know, I haven't really been looking at the cost. We'll look in a second. 23.2, 24, 28, 33, 39, 44. Awesome, cool. So that's about what I would expect. So it seems to be working nicely. Gonna go ahead and log this one and then put in our next destination. All right, everyone, I stopped the charge. I'm gonna unplug. We're heading to LaVale to a Tesla supercharger. It's actually one I can't charge at, but I'm gonna observe and see people charge there. And then we'll move on to the next one, which is in the Cumberland area. We have made it here to the Tesla supercharger. I'm gonna run in real quick and then go snap a picture, see if everyone's charging, and then log it. All right, now I'm heading to my first dealership charger of the day. I think there's one other, but it's not usable, but I'm still gonna go check it out. This one is at a Hyundai dealership. It looks like people can charge there, but sometimes it seems as though the dealer will block the spot or just park a car there and not really care about it, which I think is interesting. I personally don't like dealership chargers, and I don't even attempt to go to them. But sometimes in some places in the country, you gotta go because there's nothing else. Fortunately, I feel as though in Maryland, there's no need to have to go to a dealer charger. In fact, there's actually a few on the list that I'm not gonna go check out because it says customer only. Now, I do want to bring this up. If you're a dealer and you have a charger and then no one's charging on it, or only you're charging on it for free, I just feel, I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me. And I know they're never going to recoup their costs, or not, maybe not never, but it could be really hard to recoup their costs for the charger. But if you're not going to let people charge on it and actually pay to potentially recoup some of the costs, like that just doesn't, that seems silly to me. Like, actually the dealer I bought this car from, they put in 350 kilowatt chargers, and they're not public. No one's allowed to charge on them, and they use them. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I've never been a fan of dealer chargers, but anyways, that's the end of my rant there. Let's get on the road here and go check out these chargers here at this Hyundai dealership. Everyone, I'm at a dealer, so I'm just gonna do this one really quick because I don't like charging at dealers. So I'm gonna do this quick to make sure it works and then get out of here. All right, we're charging 46.8 kilowatts. That's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, they have this Ioniq 6 plugged in and it's not charging at all. And it's been like that for over 4 hours. So that's kind of unfortunate. All right, everyone, it worked nicely, actually. I looked at the price and it said $10 session fee. So I quickly unplugged and it didn't charge me anything. So that's good to know. All right, now I'm heading into Cumberland. I'm probably going to get lunch. I don't know if I'll do a charger first and then get lunch, or maybe I'll do a charger, find where I want to get lunch, go get lunch, and then do the other one. So I think that's a good plan. Let's get on the road. I've made it to the Tesla supercharger. This is one of the weirdest ones because it's kind of like terraced. It's really weird. I'll show you all in a little bit. But I chose to not plug in because there's only 4, which is kind of weird too. It's a V3, but there's only 4 stalls. Like another Tesla just rolled up, and a Ford F-150 Lightning's blocking a spot. Not that they can do anything about it. It's their right to do that, in my opinion, since Tesla opened it up. But I don't want to block anybody from charging because I really don't need to charge. I actually could make it home with 2% if I left right now and went straight home. So let's go ahead, take a picture, and then log this. Change of plans. I was trying to find somewhere to go get lunch. I couldn't find anything I wanted, so I'm just gonna go check out the other charger and keep on keeping on. All right, and we've made it here to this charge point, another Potomac Edison. I'm gonna plug in. I suspect it will work, and then we'll get on our way. All right, we're plugged in, we're charging. Now we're getting half, which is interesting. I know these are linked, but this means we're getting 75 amps. Theoretically, we would get, I guess that's right. So 75, no, we would get 150 would add up to 60, right? So kind of weird. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's fine. If anyone knows what's up with these charge points, because again, I come across these that get 22, and then the other ones that get 48. And before you say anything, I know they link. So if these link and it's a 200 amp cable and my car is basically 300 volts, and if it can output 200 amps, I should get 60 kilowatts when no one else is using the other one. But that's not the case today. So I don't know, very interesting. If anyone knows for sure, that'd be great. These charge point ones, I feel like I thought I know how they work, but clearly I don't. All right, everyone. So the Kona that was plugged in left, and now I'm getting 61. So that would be like 150 amps. Like I said, I should be getting. So is this site only getting 150 amps? And the splitting between the two? I guess so. I guess that would be the explanation. This Ford F-150 Lightning's about to plug in, so I'm gonna see if the same thing happens. Everyone, I stand corrected. I was getting 200 amps, so, because I did the math wrong, so not 150 amps. So I went from 75 amps to 200 amps. All right, well, he plugged in. Let's see what happens when his car starts charging. All right, so no change. I'm just getting 200 amps, and he's charging too. So I guess I wasn't aware that the power sharing worked like that, where, you know, maybe I get more than he does. This is just weird. So if anyone can tell me, and it seems like there's a couple of these sites that have it like this. I've never really encountered this because I don't typically use these chargers. I've used them before, but I don't use them a lot. All right, now we're heading to a casino in Flintstone, Yabba Dabba Doo, Maryland. Here we go. All right, everybody, just heading out of Cumberland. Pretty cool place. Definitely want to check it out when I have more time. It's a nice little mountain town here in Maryland, but now I'm on the road. Like I said, it says we'll be there in 9 minutes, so a quick little stretch here. Now this one on Plugshare has a 7 Plugshare score, so we'll see what reality is when I get there. And then it's at a casino, so I wonder if there's like a restaurant I could pop into. I don't know. I'll see what the food offerings are. I am getting hungry, but I was just gonna wait until I got back to maybe Hagerstown, because they'll have some like Chipotle, Panera kind of deal, quick lunch. Because I don't really want to do like a sit down and eat. But all right, here we go. All right, everyone, we've made it here to the casino. There it is. Look at that. It's really nice. Mountains, Rocky Gap, golf. Holy cow. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead, plug in, and then see that these bad boys are working. All right, everyone, looks like it's working well. 61.6 kilowatts. What else could I ask for? So that's awesome. Gonna go ahead, log everything, and then get on the way. I don't know. Maybe I'll see if there's restaurants in here, but I think maybe just holding out till Hagerstown might be the play. All done there. Now we're heading 21 miles. Well, this is the longest distance we've traveled in a while. And we're going to, I completely forget, where are we going? Belgrove. I don't know. We're going somewhere. That much I can tell you. How do I look at that? There we go. Little Orleans, Maryland. It's like a charger at a restaurant or something like that. So we'll do that. It's not too far from Hancock, which then is not too far from Hagerstown. So I'm gonna hold out probably, unless there's anything in Hancock I could get to eat. All right, we're here at an Electric Vehicle Institute site. We can see there's already an issue where this screen is dead. Awesome. So that's one down, and then this one looks ready to go. Familiar with that software? I think that's BTC software, so these must be BTC power. I don't see any information. I don't know if what's going on. I can't see it, but it looks like that BTC software. Anyways, gonna go ahead and plug in and see what we got going on. I was able to pay with a credit card. That worked out nice. Initiating. This is a 150 amp cable, which means for my car the max I could see is 35 sorry, I didn't say that right. 45 kilowatts. And then, sorry, it's really loud. It says 125 amp max. So it's actually 125 amp. So 3 times that, I should see about 36 kilowatts. I am. So it is working nicely, getting the power I'm supposed to get. Unfortunately, this one's just not working. Everyone, quick note, there's this Oak Barrel Cafe that's kind of like a part of this Sitco gas station, and it has like a lot of good looking food. So if you're ever here, check it out. Looks pretty cool. There's even a courtyard. What's this about? Check this out. This is nifty. Oh, you can go from the cafe, and there it is. Oh, like maybe they have bands. This is super cool. Super, super cool. We are all done here and on the way to Hancock. We got another Potomac Edison and I think another Electric Vehicle Institute site as well. So let's get going. All right, everyone. I was at the Potomac Edison site over there, and there's just a lot of people, and I didn't want to take video of them and pictures and stuff like that. But 2 cars were charging. I wasn't able to charge, but there's a Tesla and a Volkswagen ID4. It looked like a brand new 2024. Stop sale over. That's right. Go get yourself an ID4. They're really nice cars. Anyways. So now I'm heading over to another one in town. It's another Electric Vehicle Institute. So we'll check this one out, see kind of what the situation is, and then I'll log everything from both sites. I've arrived here, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead, get everything activated, and then we'll move on our way. All right, everybody. So I tried to pay and this one would not activate. And I did the exact same process over here on this one and it worked perfectly fine. So something's wrong with that card reader. Can't activate a charge unless you have a Electric Vehicle Institute tap card, which I do not, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna count that as down because most people are only gonna be able to use a credit card, not one of those RFID cards. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting 27 kilowatts, which is not great. Oh, it's ramping up a little bit, 29. So that would be about 100 amps. And I think I've seen these before and I think these are actually limited to 100 amps. So, all right, I'm gonna log everything and then unplug and get on the way. All right, everything's logged. I do need to do the Twitter post. I'll do that in a second. But yep, so good here. I don't know if I told the service, so I'll tell it just in case. But when I was over at the other park, there's like people with cats. They're walking their cats, which is cool. I mean, cats are meant to be outside, right? But they had them on leashes and they were walking their cat. So good for them. Good for them. My cats, I don't think they could make it a day outside, if I'm being honest. The one might, the other, no way. No way. She'd be back at the door. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that Twitter post and then move on. All right, everybody, so that was Hancock. If you watch any of my range tests, you know Hancock is where I do my loop. So I drive to here and then I drive back to Frederick. So very familiar. It's actually nice to kind of just like check it out a little bit. And it's a cool little town. That's what I've learned, and I'm gonna talk about this later in the video, but like there's a lot of really cool little towns out in Western Maryland that I never get to explore, and it's pretty cool. And so after coming out here, like I'm gonna talk to my wife and maybe we'll do some day trips or something out here. Like there's like the C&O Canal and there's this rail trail and all sorts of cool things out here. So now we're moving on to Big Pool. Big Pool I've been to before, and it's a cool spot because it is one of the few places around Maryland, at least, where there are the FreeWire units, and the FreeWire units are the ones that have batteries built in, and basically they have an AC input to the battery, which charges them up, and then they DC output it to your car. So if the battery's been used a lot, you can't charge with it, or it'll at least just give you whatever the grid connection is. So really, really cool concept, especially for places that can't get a lot of power. Now, the only problem is I know that FreeWire has been going through some financial trouble, so I don't know what that means for as if the site is still working or what's going on, but I'm going to go check it out. I don't think they went out of business, but I think they're in definitely some murky, rough water. So let's go ahead, get onto the Big Pool Exxon to check out these cool FreeWire units. All right, we've arrived here at the FreeWire. Sorry if it's a little loud. It looks as if this unit is completely DEAD, dead. Unfortunate. And then over here, this one is working. So that's good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in and see what we got, and I think it's fully charged, so we should get full speeds. All right, we're plugged in, it's working and charging. I had to use the credit card. I should have had plug-in charge, but it didn't work, which is annoying. But anyways, we're plugged in, it's charging. The current is, well, current power, I was gonna say. The power is jumping around a little bit. Looks like it's settled down, so that's good. Shows a lot of good data, but yeah, I always loved FreeWire. I wish, you know, they would have caught on a little bit more, but here we are. Really unfortunate that's not working. All right, everybody, this next one should be quick. I just need to check and confirm that this one in, I think it's called Big Spring, is not working, because on Plugshare it says it's not working, which is unfortunate. All right, everyone, it's super windy, but it looks like this BP is switching over to an Exxon. So I wonder if that has something to do with the reason why they're turned off and not on anymore, because I think they used to be part of the BP POS network. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, both of them are not working, and that has been confirmed. I'll go ahead and log that really quick. It's probably my easiest stop of the day. Now, everyone, we are off to Williamsport, Maryland, where there is another site that has some charge point units. Let's get on it. Everyone, we have made it to this charge point unit here in Williamsport, Maryland. The DM Bowman Inc., which appears to be some sort of like trucking company. I mean, I've seen these trucks around before. I just didn't realize that they had EV charging. It's kind of funny. It's like they're kind of hidden with where all these like lines of trucks are, but oh well. Let's see if we're getting a good charge here. 61.2 kilowatts, so all you could ever want here at a charge point unit. Gonna go ahead, log this, and then move on. Everybody, that was ouch. Oh my gosh, $1 a kilowatt hour? I did not look at that before I charged. I would have plugged it in for like 10 seconds. Anyways, my $4 for 4 kilowatt hours, that was awesome. Now we're on our way. I believe now we're finally heading to Hagerstown, hit up a couple there, and then Frederick, and then head home. What a day it has been. All right, everybody, we're here at these charge point. They are the tritium charge point units, really old, and they're not working. Not on, not on, not on, not on. And then let's take this. X5 is charging. Yeah. Well, this is on, so that's good. So the level 2's on. They're charging 6.4 kilowatts, but all of those old charge point units not working. Really unfortunate. And then over here we got a bunch of Rivians charging. Looks like this one is good to go, working for them. Good for Rivian. Now I'm gonna go grab some Mission Barbecue because I'm hungry. It was between Mission Barbecue and I don't know if you can see it, but there it is, Permane Brothers. But I went with Mission Barbecue. Ugh, sorry about the glare. So let me hold. Oh, there we go. Anyways, all done here. Got some food at Mission Barbecue. Now I'm heading over to this Ford dealership that has some chargers. Apparently during business hours they're available, and when it's not business hours they're not available. Let's go check it out. All right, everybody. I'm here at the Ford dealer. Got some chargers. They were really hard to find. I couldn't find them. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like reparking to see if they work, but it looks like they're on. I'm not sure where the label is. Yep, they are 300 amps max. All right, everyone, after I went and put everything in, it says you can't even use them unless you have access, so I'm gonna have those stricken from the list, which is really annoying. So now I'm gonna figure out the next spot. All right, now I'm on the way to an EVgo site, so this should be pretty quick, hopefully, and then I think we have 2 or 3 more and then we'll be done. All right, everybody, we've made it to the EVgo. We got this EV9 charging over here. I'm just gonna plug in here on Crispin, and then we got another EV9. I actually like this matte blue is really nice. I'm charging there, so let's plug in. All right, everyone, Auto Charge Plus worked. We're charging here. Again, this is a 100 kilowatt, but I think I have to see, I forget what the output actually is, but we're getting 63 kilowatts, so looking good. There it is, everybody. It says 200 amp max, maximum output 100 kilowatts. So there you go. So if I'm getting 200 amps, 300 volt battery, or my battery voltage is 300. That's up to 60, so good. All right, now we are heading to a Electric Vehicle Institute charger. So hopefully this one is working well. I'm definitely getting tired. It's a noble cause. This is. It's been actually very enjoyable because I've got to experience some parts of Maryland I'm not familiar with, but I am ready to be done. I'm absolutely ready to be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get there, and then we just have to go to Frederick and do, I believe it's 2 in Frederick, and then we are all done. All right, we're here at this Electric Vehicle Institute site. We got 4 units. Let's just check here. 100 amp max, so I should only get about 30 kilowatts, but let's plug in. All right, so this one didn't work. This one says testing charger. This one I finally got to work, and let's see what we're getting. Well, it says I'm getting 120 amps, so should be getting close to like 40-ish kilowatts, maybe 38 kilowatts, so not too bad. It doesn't say how many kilowatts on here. If I go in the car, it will. Yep, 37 kilowatts. There it is. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug because it's like 20 cents a second, and it's $2.50 to activate, which is crazy, but Stop. There we go. And then we got this site over here. Hopefully this one will work. Not great. Actually, I'll just swipe my card to see if that works. All right, everyone, we're heading to another Potomac Edison in Myersville. Let's get to it. All right, everyone, we're at this Myersville park and ride, some charge point units, Potomac Edison. They've been working out pretty well for us today. Let's go ahead and plug in. There we go. Plug, click. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and activate. All right, charger locked, everything's going. Let's see what we get here. Probably 62 is what we've been seeing. We shall see. There it is, firing up. Real slow ramp up. And 48, interesting. Very interesting, but we're getting charged, so that's good. I don't think it would be my car, but maybe, I don't think it's my car. So something going on at this station, not a big deal. It's charging. Let's go inside and enter everything into the database. All right, everyone, we're on the way to Frederick. We have 2 stops left. One's at the Ford Motor Company or Frederick Motor Company. Looks like 2, I think they were power electronic. They look like power electronic units, which I've used with FPL before down in Florida. So we're gonna get there, take us about 11 minutes. Then we have 1 more stop, ending it at a Potomac Edison site, because Potomac Edison has treated me right today. And then we're gonna call it quits. So let's get on to Frederick. Everyone, I totally forgot to take video there, but it was really quick. I actually did not plug in because it was 69 cents a kilowatt hour. And I just didn't want to pay that much and have to figure out how to like get the charge all started and whatnot. But so that is an option. I do believe those were power electronic. So it's cool to see those. I've had good luck with those units. Now I'm on to my last stop here and then finally heading home. All right, everybody, over there you can see they're being used. Was that an i3? I think it's an i3 and a Kona. So that's good. They're working, they're being used. It's good to see charging being used. All right, everyone. So to wrap this video up, basically, Potomac Edison is killing it. I think every Potomac Edison site I went to was working perfectly. Every site I went to, you could charge at, which is good. That's not true. The one Ford location, you couldn't charge at that. The Ford I just went to, you could charge at. It was public, it was just expensive. So I didn't want to pay 69 cents a kilowatt hour. And then I'm trying to think, see, it's been such a long day. I think that was the biggest hiccup. And then we went to the one I went to that I knew wasn't going to be online. So I'm not going to count that one. I think that might be because of that whole BP and Exxon switch at that gas station. So all in all, Western Maryland, the charging is okay. And the reason I say okay is because it's mostly those 62.5 kilowatt charge point units. Do I think it should get upgraded? Absolutely, because that's a pretty major travel corridor in Maryland for people driving, all the way out to Deep Creek Lake and stuff like that. So there should definitely be some better high power fast charging. There is a Love's, so I wonder if that Love's one day is going to get some DC fast charging. It probably should. That might be good for it. There's a couple sheets along the way that could also do with some charging as well. But yeah, that's it. So pretty interesting day. Thanks for joining me. I hope you all found this fun. I don't know. It was a crazy day. I stopped at 24 chargers, or maybe 23. I think I ended up crossing one off the list. But 23, 24 chargers, that's a lot to do in one day. And I hope you all found this valuable. EV charging infrastructure is getting better. But, at least in this part of Maryland and in my part, in the county I reviewed, if you watched the former video, there is some improvement that is needed as far as fast charging is concerned. Additionally, I'm also an even bigger believer in level 2 charging. So people having the right to charge at home, whether they live in an apartment, a townhouse, or a single family home like we do. I think everyone should be able to charge at home, and that'll solve so many problems, because a lot of these charging installs in like, you know, more urban settings where people need to go there and dwell for a long time. It's not good enough. So I think if people could plug in when they're at home at their apartment or whatever, or plug in when they're at work or whatever it might be, that would be a much better solution. We won't have to stress as much with DC fast charging. It takes a long time to install DC fast charging to bring the power. You can install level 2 and get the power much faster. So I don't know. Those are my opinions. Leave your thoughts down below. I wanted to say, there's one thing I wanted to say I wasn't sure about. Oh, the power electronics. I'm pretty sure it's power electronic. I didn't double check, so if I'm wrong, just be kind to me in the comments, please. Anyways, thanks for joining me on this trip. Now I'm going to head home. If you haven't already, please remember to give a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you all next time.